All right, today I'm going to show you guys the details of one of our snack machines that makes me hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month, and that is our cotton candy machine, and then I'm going to show what I send out with that as well. Hi, I'm Emily. I own a handful of side hustles, and on TikTok, I show you guys the behind the scenes of how I make $300 to $1,000 a week from home for my family running some side hustles. So follow along if you're interested. Okay, so I've been showing more in detail of our party rental packages, and cotton candy is one I keep getting a request for. So I'm going to show that one. So to start off with, this is the cotton candy machine I'm showing today for size reference. This is what it looks like. I actually have 4 or 5 different cotton candy machines. For reference, they are all linked at my Amazon storefront. So there's a link in my bio that shows all the different products I use for all of my rental packages. They are affiliate links, so I do get a commission if you buy from there. But I've been pleasantly surprised, honestly, with all of them. I tend to get anywhere from like the 150 to like 250 range. I think I may have one on there that's a little bit more affordable, but they've all held up really well. And these get rented out frequently. I've talked about how our snack machines are some of our most popular rentals that get rented out weekly, and we make thousands of dollars a month from all the snack machines. But cotton candy is one of our more popular ones. In the summer here in Phoenix, snow cone is by far the most popular, but in the winter, this has been because not as many people are going to do snow cones in the winter. Okay, let me show you what I send out with all of them. So first and foremost, most important, you're going to send your instructions, the operating instructions and the cleaning instructions. Now, I recommend you laminate these because if you do not, they get wet, they get sticky, and half the time they do not come back. Once I started laminating these, then I got them back a lot more often, and they're easy to just wipe off if there's water or anything sticky on it. If you do not include instructions, you will get calls, emails, texts all weekend long asking how to use it and how to clean it. So do yourself a favor and include these. You also want to keep a master copy of the instructions that you're not sending out because you will not always get this back and you'll need to make more copies. So do yourself a favor and know that from the beginning. Okay, then I always include a warning disclaimer letting them know that this machine does get extremely hot. You need to use caution. It's for adult use only. Please be aware of that. I send a cleaning disclaimer to let them know that we clean all the machines between each use, but we would always recommend that they do an additional light cleaning to make sure that everything meets their personal safety standards. Then I send the disclaimer about them cleaning the machine before it's returned because as a DIY business, we rent things out at a much more affordable price, but part of that pricing is the expectation that it comes back already cleaned. So we let them know to see the cleaning instructions on the directions. And if it doesn't come back clean, they may get a cleaning fee, which some people don't want to clean it, and that's fine. And just pay me the fee and I'll clean it for you. And then lastly, I think I forgot to show this on the other snack machines. I include a rental checklist. This serves 2 purposes. It makes sure that I'm including everything in the package that I need for them to rent, and then it helps to make sure that they're including everything that needs to be returned. So on my rental checklist, I'll have the items that need to be returned and then the items that don't, such as like the floss sugar, the paper cones, plastic gloves, so that they know you got to get everything back to me. It makes it a little bit easier after a party, when it's not something you're used to be like, oh, here's a checklist of all the things I need to look for. Okay, now the other things I include. This is a floss sugar spoon. I don't know if you've used a cotton candy machine before, but you put the sugar in here, it's 1 ounce, and then you dump it in the heating element. You don't want people's fingers close to that heating element. That's why you need one of these spoons. That's always included. That's on the list that it obviously needs to come back to us. Plastic gloves for a person operating this. It just makes people feel better to have gloves. And then we have the cones for the cotton candy itself. These are just paper cones, and they're like this. If you've never used it, they do this. You get your cotton candy there. We include those as well. The only thing I don't have to show you is the floss sugar itself, which I know I get asked about this all the time. One of the questions people ask me is about the health department. In the state of Arizona, you can rent snack machines and you can provide equipment and any type of food item that is prepackaged with all the labels on it and unopened. That you do not have to have any sort of special permit or licensing from the health department to provide those as long as they are properly sealed. So I will buy floss sugar. Now, here's the unfortunate part. Buying floss sugar in like the big containers, it is much more cost effective, but if you pre-portion them, then you run into issues with the health department. They have to be closed. So they do sell smaller containers of floss sugar. They are just more expensive. So you need to pay attention to that when coming up with your per serving price. The way that I price my items is that there's going to be a starting just rental fee just for the machine itself. And then if you want all the stuff to make the servings, then you're going to have to let me know how many servings you want. And there's a per serving charge. So typically it's usually somewhere around $1, $1.50 per serving. But that means that I'm taking account of the floss sugar costs for me, the cones, the gloves, you know, if you want to get down into it, wear and tear on the machine, all that stuff. But come up with a per serving cost that works for you, that covers all your costs, and make sure that you are still making profit. Okay, our snack machines, like I said, one of our most popular, make me hundreds to thousands of dollars a week going out. Ask me any questions you've got.